Hey now, what's up, y'all? It's Little Paulette without the gang. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Look, I didn't forget this time, guys. It is me. I am back with Our Kind of People, Season 1, Episode 2, My Mother, Myself, Part 3. We are just going to pick up right where we left off at. And I just want to say I hope everybody's day is going well, everybody's week is going well. And let's just get back into it. Angela's mother, Rose Franklin, she thinks that Angela is Leah. And she says, what do you want? Like, you never come to visit me, so I know if you're here, you must want something. Like, she's like cutting Angela off. Angela can't really, she's not getting a chance to say who she is. Oh my goodness. All Angela says is, I'm not. And she never really says she's not Leah. And Rose just walks over to the mirror and says, can you make me presentable? I have a Grey Cities event at 4. And of course, Angela says, sure. She sits down to get her hair done. And Rose says, so what do you want? And Angela says, do you remember the Grey Cities elimination ball in 1980 or 1984 or something? And Rose gets all excited. Yes, that's the year I was inducted. And, you know, and she just like lights up. And she mentions that her father, Teddy, that's the year that he got his kingship, you know. So remember I told you about the coming of age ritual thing that they did with the young black guys at the same time while the women were having their thing. It was called a kingship. It was dope too. I don't know which video of mine it was in, but go back and watch my 5 videos. They're only like 10 to 12 minutes each. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And Mama Rose is just like, that's when we were black, rich, and fabulous. She's like, I think you was probably like maybe 2 or 3. You know, she thinks she's talking to Leah still. And Angela's like doing her hair. She was like, wasn't there an arrest that night? Evelyn Vaughn. And you know that Rose grabs the back of her, grabs Angela's hair off her head, like grabs it while she's holding it, like looking real crazy. Like her whole mood just changed when she said Evelyn Vaughn. You know that's Angela's mother. And you know she asked her, did your father send you here to humiliate me? See, I told you Teddy Franklin is trash. And obviously Leah was in on some of the stuff that her father was doing to her mother. Or her mother thinks that she was. But Leah's a bitch, so she probably was. And she was like, no, he didn't send me. I just want to know. And she was like, she was my friend. She worked with me for 2 summers. Then she reverted to the old stereotype. And I kept telling your father, you lay down with dogs, you end up with fleas. And Angela's just looking so heartbroken because she's talking about her mother. Talking about her damn mother. And she was like, he got a bastard. And she was like, she wasn't fit to be a mother. She wasn't fit to be a mother no more than when she was fit to clean the bottom of my shoes, she said. And Angela's cornrolling her hair, and she's just looking like in a daze, and she was like, you don't know her. And Rose is like, I know she's the kind of woman that would give up her baby for $50,000. And you know Angela is just crushed, because to her, Mama Evelyn is the sun, the moon, and the stars, okay? She loved her mama to death. She put her up on a pedestal. She loved her. And Rose is like, Deborah Ann Washington brought that baby home from the hospital. Just, it's like, she knows it's Leah, she think it's Leah, but it's like subconsciously, she knows that it's Angela. Like the way she's just so, oof, she's rough. And she said, I was the president of the Grey Cities. I know every secret. And trust me when I say, Evelyn Vaughn was no more than a broken down, drug hustling con or something, she said. Yeah. that hurt Angela's feelings really, really, really bad. And Leah is just crying, and she's softly saying, I have to go. And she stops cornrowing her hair. And then Rose is like, no, Leah, you helped your father put me in here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's that Leah Franklin. She ain't nothing but a mirror of her daddy. She thinks she different, but like her father said, she ain't different. She just got a little bit more compassionate for some things. But she ain't no different. Angela goes home and she calls the hospital to find out when her mother and her as a baby was released from the hospital in 1985. They hung up on her ass. But then Tyree the contractor, not Tyree that's trying to get with her. Same person though, but he's showing up to do some contracting work for her. Tyree has the plans. He tells her that the building structure is good and all of that. And he wants her to look at the plans, and he looking at her. And of course, he's getting turned on by her. He's like, have dinner with me tonight. And she's like, well, I'm actually going to a party tonight. And he was feeling all defeated. And she was like, if you want to come, I'll pick you up at 6. And then he came back with the big cheesy grin. Okay. And then Tyree shows her on the plans that there is a secret room behind the staircase. And you know what's in the secret room, right? Remember whose building it is and who left it to her. Think about it. And Tyree peeks in there after he pulls the wall down, and he gets all excited. He's like, Angela, you got to see this. And then she peeks in there, and he's like, whose stuff is all of that? And she's like, it must have been my mother's. And it basically just looks like a bedroom. With some clothes hung up, stuff all around, just a regular bedroom, kind of messy, but a small little room in the cut of the house. And then she, finds like her mother's fabrics, scarves, jewelry, and she starts smelling it and crying. And losing your mother is a hard thing, man. It's hard. Meanwhile, Miss Leah Franklin DuPont is at her Forbes shoot looking flawless. She got on all white. She got on this cute white dress with, I don't know what those are. That's a diamond necklace. It's dope. She looks really, really good. Lauren is with her. She looks good too. She has on a blue blazer with a white shirt underneath, and she's on her phone, not really paying attention to her mom. But, I guess her mind is on Taylor. Remember, Taylor's still in the hospital. And I guess because Lauren's on her phone, Leah's like, this is not a big thing for you, huh? And Lauren's like, yeah. You're going to be on the cover of Forbes, Mom. And then she's like, well, it's not just being on the cover. She's like, it's me finally stepping out of my dad's shadow. So I'm kind of nervous. And then, Lauren looks like, oh my God, this might be my opening right here. That's the look she gives to me. And she literally starts laughing, asking her mother, you get nervous? And Leah's like, I get nervous too, honey. Come on. I guess she sees her mother as this strong, confident, well put together woman. So when she sees her and she says she's nervous, she just can't believe it. But what that really tells me is that she never shows her soft side to her kids, which I used to be the same way. But now I just let it all out. I learned to be softer and pink. But that's that strong black woman stuff that we got to get away from. And Teddy Franklin shows up. Forbes, it lets the world know you have arrived. Comes in. Lauren goes running to her grandpa because, she's spoiled by her grandpa. Like most little girls are. Leah don't look like she's happy to see her dad there, though. And Leah's like, can me and your grandpa talk for a minute? And Teddy's like, I'm not here to start any trouble. They just want me to do an interview about your rise to power. Leah's still giving him the stink eye like, And he was like, I have been thinking about how I raised you, taught you right at my knee. And look at you. You in the lobby of our own business shooting the cover of Forbes. Damn, girl. Giving her props. I like that. Teddy. But you know, it might be something else to that. Teddy said he dreamed that for her, and he never let her see the reason why. She said money is the reason why. He said power is the reason why. Teddy said without power, you can be forced to do anything. Sound like whatever Angela thinking is about her mother, that Teddy just admitted it on another scene with his daughter without really admitting it. He co-signed that he forced her mother without no money to take a charge for something she ain't do. Teddy said his father was too caught up about why he wanted his power to look like a white man's. Teddy was like, but yeah, he couldn't tell me why he wasn't supposed to like want that kind of power. He about to give one of his Papa Pope speeches, y'all. He was like, he never told me why I was wrong to dabble in the gray. And then she was like, gray, like, you cheated on my mother? And she was like, yeah, Daddy, see, I've been remembering things too. She was like tagging along with business with you when I was 8. And I remember we visited a small apartment building in the Bluffs. And he like, what do you remember? And she was like, a little girl in the rain. She must have been like 2 years younger than me. Leah said, I remember your hands were shaking when we drove off. I had never seen you like that. She kind of hunched up in his face when she said that. All this ninja could say was, enjoy your Forbes treatment. You never forget your first. And just walk away. Yeah, so she's starting to remember stuff. So that's going to match whenever her and Angela do have some type of showdown, I guess, about who her daddy is. She going to remember this memory. So it's getting even better, y'all. But again, I'm going to end this here. I don't want this to get too long. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I want to know what y'all think about this show. What you think about this episode. Please comment and let me know. All right? Thanks. You guys have a blessed evening.